Hello, my name is Laddie, and welcome back to the second video on my entire channel. And all I really wanted to say was I want to talk about accomplishments. And basically all I wanted to say was that, well, by accomplishments I mean like the lack of fulfillment I get when I do accomplish something. As in, what I want to mean by that is when I finish something like an exam, or I get a good grade, or I finish a play, or I read a book, or anything that usual people would tell me, wow, you should be really proud of that. I don't get any sense of fulfillment at all. And I don't ever think that it's enough. Not in the sense that it's badly done. Sometimes I do feel that way, that it's just a shit book, or shit singing, or shit acting, or shit whatever it is I'm doing. But sometimes it's just because I feel like it's not that big a deal. Like, why would I be proud of that? And people tell me, oh my god, why don't you feel proud? And they act in such a strange way when I don't replicate the feelings they think I should have when I don't have them. And I don't really know what that says about me. I don't know if that's like selfish, or is it like I feel like I should feel proud, but I'm not. Like, what's the point of being proud? It's like a basic thing. Like, why am I proud of whatever I just did? It didn't take me that much effort, and if it did take me effort, it was like, well, it was the effort needed to do whatever that thing was. Like, what's the big deal? And then I just wonder, am I selfish? Is it just because I want more praise from the people around me to tell me even more that I'm really good at this, that I look really good in that I just give me even more compliments? Or is it because I want more attention? Because I usually never really want attention on me. But then at the same time, whenever I do something I think I should feel proud of, the first thing I want to do is tell people to get that reaction. So is it because I want more attention, or is it because I want their praises to continue? I don't really know. Wait, let me kill this zombie. There you go. Oh, look at you. Thank you for that. I don't really know what it is. Let me just put this in my inventory. And let me try and get a good example. Like, the first thing I think of is the books I've written. I've written 2 books right now. One isn't that long. It's only 99 pages. And it's not a novel. It's more like abstract. It's the first time I ever wrote an abstract book, and I actually finished it. It's more of an abstract autobiography, auto-analyzing kind of thing. It's very strange. I don't want to explain it right now. It's kind of complicated. But it's, and I felt exhausted while doing it. I didn't want to finish it, but I did. I mean, writing is discipline, to do it whenever you don't want to do it anyway. But, God, I remember the process, and I was like, fucking hell, I don't want to do this at all. But anyway, I do have it now. And I remember I felt happy for like less than 1 minute. I was like, wow. And then I wasn't happy anymore. I wasn't proud. I didn't feel anything at all. I was like, what's the point of this? Now what? And no, it's not published or anything. And then the second book that I have, which is a little bit longer, it's like 100 and something. 130, 140, maybe 180, I don't really remember. And it's an actual novel about this young man. It's very autobiographical emotionally. Like, there's a lot of things that he experiences that I wouldn't say that I've fully experienced, because just to give you context, I've been told a lot, like, write what you know, but I don't really know that many things besides emotional stuff. That's pretty much all I've got. Anything that's deeply emotional, I can write about anything you want me to. Oh, are you kidding me? Let me just fix this up. So most of my novels are usually very dramatic, emotionally wise, or they're very charged. Not the whole book, but not the whole entirety of the book, but maybe during the ending or some scenes are very highly elevated, and I'd say that if the book was not written by me, I'd feel a lot. Not to make me cry, but it would impact me. I feel like that would be a type of book that I would write. Anyway. But I don't really know where I was going with this. I completely forgot. But now that I have it finished, and it's just, and I was really proud of it while I was writing it. I used to think, wow, it's so good. Oh my god, I'm like the best here. Wow. When I finished it, I started telling a few of my friends. They were telling me that they were going to read it, and most of them have not. I didn't want to show it to my dad because I didn't think he was going to like it. A lot of the topics are very sensitive in some points. Like, they're very, like, the main character is like a young man, and I wanted to make it kind of realistic in the way young men speak between each other. Even the ones that want to act more cool with the ones that are a little bit more shy with it. I don't know, because I've experienced that. So I guess that's something I did right what I know, I guess. But, yeah. And I didn't really want to show my dad. That's not they talk about maybe some adult things when they shouldn't, or they want to sneak out to smoke or something. Not that I've ever done that. I don't really want my dad to get that idea. But it's something that some kids, like teenagers, my age, younger even, do. Parents aware, parents not aware. It is something that happens. It's true. I don't know what they benefit from it. Benefit nothing. But it is something that happens. And I don't want my dad to get any ideas from the severe, because what I just talked about, I don't really want to say on this channel, but what I just talked about, oh shit, isn't the full extent the book goes to. And I ended up sending it to him, and because he insisted on reading it. Even though every time I show him one of my books or poems or whatever I fucking do, he doesn't really like them, or he tells me he doesn't understand them, which is understandable. Everybody's got their own taste, but I mean, at least you can try a little bit, or at least, I don't know, pretend a little bit better. I don't know. I think the happiness, because it did take a long time to finish the book, drifted off the next day, because I started being paranoid, because I started watching videos on how to write good endings and how to engage the reader, and I was like, oh my god, did I even do that? Is the book just something that I would like? Is it something that nobody else in the world would like? Is it something... Well, you catch the drift. I was being very, very paranoid about that. Oh shit, are you kidding me? Sorry about that. Did I engage the reader? Is it something that I wrote because I like it, but if it got sold, nobody would ever read it? And I started rereading it, and it's a lot of pages, okay? And I would reread it in an afternoon, in the morning, and I would read it several times. Is that a cow? Yeah, I need a cow. And try to correct it, but I couldn't find anything to correct unless it was punctuation. I'm pretty good at that, but just sentences. I was like, does this sound good? Is it too descriptive? Is it too non-descriptive? Am I just yapping? I ended up giving up on editing it because I was just trying too hard to do something that I think I want to say that it's good enough, but I don't know if it is. And yeah, still I don't really feel fulfilled. I've told people that I've written this book, and everybody tells me, oh my god, when are you going to publish it? Oh my god, you should be super happy, and I don't. I feel anxious or embarrassed that I even wrote it, but I'm proud of it, or at least happy about it on the inside. Because if somebody told me, well, if you're so embarrassed about it, then just imagine you never wrote it or something, or just delete it. But no, I know I like it. same with when I do paintings. I just finished my art IGCSE actually, and a lot of my work is I like doing abstract art. I like the implications of it. I like what you can mess around with. I like abstract and surrealist. Maybe it's not even abstract. Maybe it's just surrealist. Maybe it's not surrealist, it's just abstract. But I usually like surrealism the best. And a lot of my friends, I can tell that when they tell me that they like my work, they don't really mean it. Because they give each other, not everybody, I'm not saying everybody does this, but I can tell that a lot of them couldn't give less of a shit. Maybe it's not even my friends, maybe it's just a classmate or something. Or they don't think it's good, but the thing is that I don't want it to be realistic. I want it to convey this emotion, and people don't, at least, I don't know if back then they did, but at least today, a lot of people don't look for that emotion, they look for realism. Who can make this most realistic cat or human or... And that's not just, I don't like realism. I like escaping that realism. Anyway, I think I'm getting off track. But still, when I finished the 3 pieces I had to do for my art IGCSE, I had to send 2. I ended up mixing 2 up, but whatever. One of them, the first one I did was not too surrealistic. It was just a snake and a heron, great blue heron, which I turned gray to symbolize this like really toxic love relationship. But where's it going? This, yeah. And the drawing was cartoony, as in like, but realistic that you can tell what it is. It didn't really deviate from a bird and a snake. You could tell the forms really easily. Then the second one I did was about like how in the sex industry, not everybody obviously, but how in the sex industry people like corporate people can take advantage of like innocence in a sense, or like promoting this kind of like innocent facade in their workers or in their actors. Not everybody, I'm not saying everybody does this, not at all. Or even in movies or in any other thing like that, just having workers feast off this persona and how it can change people through fame. Like, it doesn't even have to be a sex thing. It can just be like actors. They have to be through this facade of a character on the media, not when they're acting on a film, but in front of people, they have to have this persona. And the art was basically about that. It was just abstract. It was very multimedia. I love using as much media as I possibly can. I love acrylic. And I loved it. It was 3D. It had... I made some sculpting for it. I painted. I used stickers. I collaged. It was a mix of a lot. And I was really proud of it in the sense that I was happy about it. But when I started showing people, I didn't think that they understood it. And I'm not saying that art is supposed to be one thing. Like, I made it to look like this, so you have to see it like that without me explaining. No. I love when my art gets different perspectives and people think different things about my art. What I'm saying is that they don't get the point at all. They don't interpret it in any way. They just see colors. And they're like, well, this is nothing. There's no shape. Where's the human? Where's this? And I'm like, well... And I don't really know how to explain myself without sounding like a complete idiot. But... And then the third one, last one I did. I don't really remember what I did. Oh, yeah. It was, the word I got was intertwined. And I went through a long process to get to where my last piece was, and it's the biggest one I did is A4. And I only had 2 days. And I made it about how hell and heaven and the earth are intertwined, and it was kind of this piece. It was a little bit, it was humongous. And I really liked it. Not fully. It wasn't my best work. If I had more than just 2 days, I think it would have been a lot better. And in the beginning, the same thing as always. I was a little bit happy. And then it left. And then I was hoping I would get some praise to maybe boost my ego or boost whatever went away. And people, the way they were backhanding, complimenting my art. Not everybody, trust me. A lot of people were being very kind about it, genuinely. But a lot of people were telling me, like, oh, well, this part looks like this very childish, cartoony things, or da-da-da-da-da. But in a way that didn't feel, the way that they were giving me these looks that felt like, you're a fucking idiot. This looks like a child drew this. And you fucking suck. You shouldn't do art anymore. That's kind of the vibe that I was getting off. And that might just be me exaggerating completely. But that is what it felt like. Oh, do I have a, yeah, I do. Okay. That was good to know. And, but still, and besides the art IGCSE that I did, I got I don't know what my grade is yet. I'm gonna get it in August, so like in 2 months, I think, 2 or 3 months, I don't remember. Besides that, I also have my own work, my own artwork, my own passion projects, like my books, my poems, my actual paintings. And I feel so embarrassed because I feel people are not going to get what I am writing. They're going to take only the suggestive things and think, oh my god, you're mentally ill. Oh my god, this means that. Or if I don't talk about anything controversial or like taboo, people still don't get it. Because I usually go to the more emotional, dramatic sides. That's what I like to read. That's what I like to engage in. And I just don't get it. I feel very embarrassed to show off any work that I do. I feel very scared to publish anything. And people keep... Have you ever seen America's Got Talent or anything like that where the contestant says, oh, my friends tell me that I sing really good, or my family tells me that I sing really good, so I must sing good, so I must go to America's Got Talent, so I can show off my singing and get the award or whatever, or at least get a high place and be remembered for my singing. But then they go on stage and, well, they sing like shit, or they don't, maybe they sing good, but they don't hit the note, or, what is it, tone deaf? Tone deaf. Anything like that. Or they don't know the lyrics or something, anything like that. And then the judges are like, well, whoever told you sang good lied to you. That's kind of what it feels like. I feel like people tell me, oh my god, this is really good. Oh my god, this, but they're just being nice. I don't think it's that good. Not at all. It's not that good. Or they don't understand it, and whatever they think is good, they're trying to cover it up or something. Like, whatever they don't understand. I don't know how to explain it. Another good example is, not recently, it was a few months ago, if I'm not wrong. I think it was a few months ago. There was this high school show, and since I was doing my IGCSEs, I didn't really want to do any acting roles because I need to remember all the lines, and then I remember all my exams. I was going through my mocks at the time, so I thought, no way I'm gonna be learning lines for a school show. But I do really like singing, and I really wanted to do that. And for the past 3 to 4 years that I've been in that school, I had skipped the school shows because I was too embarrassed. I thought I was just too embarrassed. But this time I finally got up some courage, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go and do it. And I did it. And I guess I don't want to sound like an entitled piece of shit, but I guess I did it so good that my principal told me that they were gonna add a song just for me. The Defying Gravity from Wicked. Sorry about that. I just kind of like lost my train of thought there. Because I hit a high note in one of the songs, and it was really impressive, and that if I could hit a high note in Defying Gravity, and I was like, well, shoot, I can give it a try. And side note, there was this girl that I really like, she's pretty cool, who didn't get a singing role at all, but she's, like, awesome at singing. Like, damn. So I told her, hey, let's make it a duet like Alphaba and the other one. But the school show was not about Wicked, by the way. It just had that song. It was actually about Peter Pan. Yeah, how does that even fit there? I don't even know. Don't ask. But it felt good in the beginning. It felt like, damn, I can sing good. I can do this. But then as I was practicing, or as I was doing, I felt like, oh my god, I can't hit the note. Oh my god, I'm too scared. Oh my god, I'm not good enough. My singing is not good enough. Or it's not that big a deal. Why are they telling me it's that? I don't know. I don't know what these kind of fucking thoughts are, but that is something that I was thinking the whole time. And oh look, is it pumpkin? No, I don't want pumpkin scenes. Anyway, but when it got to the show, I was able to hit the note. It was amazing. It was really fun. I liked it, and I made my principal cry. I made my few teachers cry because we sang so good. It wasn't just me; it was the other girl as well. She was awesome. And everybody was coming up to me. I even met like one of the school's like funders or something. I don't know. He's kind of like a big deal. I don't know what he is. He's like the principal's principal. I don't know. I don't really care. And they were like, "Hey, come meet him." And I was like, "Damn." But as soon as the singing stopped, like it didn't even last that long, because as soon as the singing stopped, I would think, okay, now what? And I sang like 3 songs. And each time when finished, I was like, okay, now what? Was it supposed to make me feel like proud or something? Because I don't feel proud. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I couldn't just be happy. But I really wasn't. And then when everybody was complimenting me, I was really happy and a little bit embarrassed. Like, not because, like, oh my god, I sang so. It was just because, like, I didn't really know how to act when they were telling me, oh my god, you sing so good. By adults and people I didn't even know. And I showed my dad, and I don't know. Some reactions were a little bit strange. Other reactions just didn't care, or I don't know. I don't really know what I was supposed to feel. But even when I get good grades, I still couldn't care less. I'm like, okay. But then when I get a bad grade, it oh, you kidding me? It hits me harder. It hits me so hard. It hits me so hard. And then when I get a good grade, I'm like, okay, this is what I should be getting, I guess. What's the big deal? Like, people tell me, oh my god, you should be so happy, and I'm not. This is what I should be getting, right? It's like, why should I be happy about this? I don't know, do you guys ever feel like that? Like, I feel like it's not an uncommon thing, right? I just haven't really met anybody like that in real life. Nobody's ever told me that they feel like that, or shown it to me in a subtle way, because sometimes I can tell what people are thinking, like, you know, because people do, like, social cues or whatever. People sometimes know what I'm doing without me even saying anything. Rarely, but it happens. And yet, damn, I don't know. Feels like everything I do is, like, what I should be doing, or just absolute shit, and it's like, why are you guys complimenting me? Or why should I feel happy? I don't really know. But this isn't something that's happening to me today. It's something that's been happening for over a really, really long time. Since I can ever remember, I don't think I've ever felt happy over something, and it's lasted. When have I ever felt happy for anything that I've done, or proud? other than in the moment. In the moment, it's like great. Unless it's like I'm singing on the stage and I'm terrified, then yeah, sure, I'm a little bit nervous. But other than that, no, not at all. And it kind of sucks because it's like, well, what am I waiting for? More compliments? Is that what I want? What am I? What? What's the thing that I want? So I usually crave the moment again. I crave to do it over and over, and I feel like I don't want that moment to end, because while I'm in the moment, I have this adrenaline, and I'm happy, and I'm like, oh my, oh. As soon as it ends, it's gone. I couldn't care less. It has not affected me that much. I've had friends who got ecstatic, like flipping over the moon because they got a 5 on an exam. They barely passed. And it's like, oh my god, good for you guys. Awesome. Like, I feel proud for them. Yeah, obviously, thanks. Good job for Pat. I don't want to sound like a asshole right now. But, and I've done that before. I've gotten 5s and passed, or 6, or 7s, or 8s, and even 10s. But no matter the grade, I still feel like shit. I could get a 0, and I feel like shit because I failed. And I could get a 10, and I could feel like shit because, well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to get, so don't get happy or something. Something I thought when I was younger is I would see a lot of the older kids from year 13, year 12, year 11 that were doing art, that they were so good. Super realistic as well. Like, realistic art. I was never one for, I've already said this, I was never one for realistic art. I was one for surrealistic, 100%. Surrealism. It's always attracted me more, but obviously, realistic things are really impressive. I just prefer surrealist drawing it myself and looking at it because it makes me interpret the emotion, and especially if the artist has like a written piece about it or like a little description or a name for it, it just helps to get into the writer's mind, into the artist's mind. I can't believe there's no mobs right now. Literally writing. To get into the mind after having your own opinion or representation or whatever you thought when you were looking at the piece and comparing it. And I thought, like, oh my god, I only draw comics, or I only draw just random shit, just squiggly lines that don't make sense, but they make sense to me and nobody else, so I'm never going to be good enough to be in art. And well, here I am now doing my own IGCSEs in art, and I'm going to go to A-levels soon, and I don't know what else is waiting for me in the future. Doing art, and I feel like I'm amazing. I feel like my skills are pretty good. Surrealistic, yeah. I can draw realistic, but in a more cartoony way, it's true. But that thought, it's such a strange thought to be like, damn, I thought that. But here I am now doing it. And it makes me appreciate different types of art, or appreciate different types of audiences, because I imagine that maybe when I'm older, I'll find audiences that don't care if you're doing surrealistic, that they'll still see art in what you're doing. They'll still see goodness and not just random lines. Because I remember I went to a museum with my father once, and he wasn't doing this with every single painting, but some paintings that were pretty surrealistic that it was just so impactful. I really liked it. He didn't understand it. He was like, I don't get it. This one's ugly, or this one's like this, but he draws like a child, or but he's doing it like that on purpose. He doesn't draw bad. He draws raw. It's a raw emotion there. It's a raw experience there. That's why I prefer more contemporary novels that indulge in like severe topics like, death, or harm, or love. Well, I don't like romance novels, but I like the, hard relationships, And I hope that when I'm older, that I can feel my accomplishments. I really hope that one day I can be like, damn, I'm really proud of this. And that I find an audience that thinks, damn, that art is pretty good. But that's pretty much all I've got for today. So I haven't really gotten anywhere. I kind of got a bit distracted talking. I haven't done a video like this before, where I just yap. But I was looking at some other Minecraft YouTubers that do videos. I don't know if I should mention them or not, but two in particular who just, one doesn't talk throughout the whole video, but he does talk. Maybe like 4 to 1 talks in one video, maybe even more. And he talks about different topics that are pretty serious, personally or in general. And then this other one who the whole video is about whatever personal topic he came up with. And for now, maybe later on I'll see that he has videos that are a little bit more in general. But I thought that I could try it out, see what it feels like to do a video like this. Because it's, I don't know, it was impactful hearing them. And it was nice hearing different perspectives and different opinions, because it kind of, not in the way like it's educating me, like as in, like, oh my god, strangers' opinions on the internet are so valuable, but it just gives this side to people, Maybe you don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, look, there's a tree here. Okay. That's good. I was thinking of expanding this to 2 stories. I want to make it like a tall building, like maybe like 5 stories, and that's it. But right now it's only 1. That's kind of boring. And I've got nothing going for me. I've got a white bed, don't I? I need to change that. I want it to be blue. I think there's like a blue flower. So look, there's blue flowers over there. Actually, I can do that right now. Let me just set this down. But overall, that's pretty much all I've got. Those are kind of all my examples that I've set. And this is not, oh, by the way, this isn't the server my friend got. Where my friend built me my house now. It's this one, I want to try and make this a forever world, because I've also seen a lot of, a forever world, wow. I've also seen a lot of Minecraft, oh shit, I forgot about this. Minecraft YouTubers, well, not a lot, I've seen a few, but who tell me, like, when you have that 2-week Minecraft phase, I was like, shit, I actually do feel that. Well, it can be helped with having a forever home and not being bored, because I have tons of worlds that I delete that just look like this. Well, not like this, but it's just, I kind of give up when I make my house. I'm usually very afraid to go mining. And I made a world called Do Not Be Afraid, so that I would be more adventurous and not care about losing my stuff when I die. But I haven't done anything at all, and I kind of want to improve that on my videos, because my skills have gotten a little bit better since my first video, as you can tell, hopefully. But my bravery has not. So that's pretty much all I've got for today. Thanks for being here. I don't know if that made sense at all, but I kind of just wanted to say that. So, peace.